The great thing about Apex Legends is that it is more than a simple little battle royale. Each game contains a journey that every player embarks upon each time they step into the lobby and skydive towards glory. Today I'm going to tell you a tale about my slow crawl to Platinum 1, where disastrous looting and a whole lot of bad decisions should have led to my doom, but it didn't, which was a surprise because, well, I'm usually dead within the first 10 seconds. Many people wonder why I insist on the unpredictable solo queuing when I'm doing ranked, and the simple answer is that, well, you never know what you're gonna get. And the games take such twists and turns like a great movie, although sometimes that movie ends up sucking and one of your teammates decides that Apex in fact is not a shooter, but a game of hide and seek, leaving that grand betrayal as a warning to raise your awareness in the future to someone's playstyle before doing the common sense thing and, you know, charging a squad that had a downed member in it, because inevitably other squads will join in and you find that 2 isn't as good as 3. So while I watch on in disbelief as Caustic cowers in a corner somewhere, I prefer to spectate people like this and coach them to oh wait, no, that's the comment section on my videos. I look to my other monitor instead, where I can be found playing Raid Shadow Legends, the mobile game that is crossplay on PC. I love dipping in and out of the awesome battles because it is turn-based, giving me the freedom to multitask at will. Check the links out in the description while I lure you to this dark fantasy RPG. 16 factions and hundreds of champions means that you play this game exactly the way you want to, so you can tank up with absolute monsters who soak up the damage, or build yourself up for speed and take everything down as quickly as possible before the glass cannons shatter. Champions can be summoned through the portal, and today I just got Royal Guard, someone I have been after for a long time, as he can cut the Achilles heels off his enemies and stop them from getting away. There's loads of things to do in this game. There's campaign, dungeons. If you want the best weekly rewards, you do the clan boss and join a clan. Now you can unlock special champions as well by participating in events to gain yourself fragments, and this time they're giving away a legendary champion, so now is the perfect time to start playing. Daily login rewards extend to 270 days that really help out your progress, and of course PvP, where you obtain even more free rewards in the bazaar using gold bars from decimating your opponents in the battlefield. Make sure you're quick, as using my link in the description gets every new player an exclusive welcome pack that contains 100,000 silver, 50 gems, 10 mystery shards and a free awesome champion, Hexweaver. You will find your extra rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days only. Well, today's tale, where I crawled towards Plat 1, began with a very early drop. As the timer counted down, the jump master pinged the ping of someone who meant business. You most often find people who do this fall into a few categories. 1 is someone who recently hit Plat 4, Diamond 4, basically they got nothing to lose. 2 is someone who is on tilt from getting constantly these teammates are cowardly, they just run away again and again. And 3, a mean machine who can stand on their own 2 feet and manage the pressure. And me, well, at this point I was just terrified of losing another 36 points, watching them sludging down the drain, as I'd already played several games that ended early and badly. I scrambled into Sorting Factory with my heart racing, knowing that every second counted. We needed to loot, and we needed that loot quickly, because footsteps were everywhere and I was feeling about as useless as a red light in GTA.
Good thing it's not us.
Cracked the armor, but we could not linger here. There was also the shotgun ammo on the other side of the door, which I'm about to run past and annoy all the pro coaches with.
I need a body shield.
Reloading. Attention. The champion has been eliminated. Off the light. I'm down.
Enemy down. Down. Setting shield.
So much for my new body shield.
You'll be alright. Enemy down. Enemy killed.
I'm taking shots. Opening fire.
Reloading.
At the time, it didn't feel like I could hang around to get the rest of that shotgun ammo, but that was a decision I would shortly regret.
Taking a knee. Contact. On my marker.
Here's drone if you need it.
For once, my drone was used correctly for my team, and I congratulated myself for doing the one thing that mattered in a tension-filled battle.
Getting some damage over there.
Target.
I remember being impressed by Bangalore and the bold finisher, but we weren't done here yet. It was time to make a mess of looting this box because I heard more footsteps.
Patching myself up.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
Double time it.
Surgeon shield, healing ya. Just upstairs, one thing.
So you know the ammo that I neglected to pick up earlier, you know, the ammo on the other side of this door that I've run past a few times already? Yeah, I realised its importance and also regretted holding on to the charge rifle.
Give my shields a recharge.
For a brief moment, I sat and contemplated how 3 players couldn't eliminate a single Pathfinder, and I started to wonder if perhaps the gates were down, the lights were flashing and the bells were ring-a-ding-dinging, but the train just wasn't coming!
Contact with hostile.
Yes. Made it through. Taking a knee. Might make something good this way.
Pathfinder escaped, but there wasn't time to consider how dumb I was because more footsteps bounded towards the building from outside, and they sounded like another squad entirely. We were in bad shape, hardly any ammo, and there was a tear in my proverbial bag of marbles, just to put it politely.
Shield cell here. Recharging my shields. I need shotgun ammo.
Spotted. Double timing it. Pop in the chimney. Frag out. Smoke out.
Come on, sail this way.
Give me a sec. Recharging shield.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
Heads up. Care package coming. Let's go this way.
I shut the doors just in time.
Here. Ambush! Ambush! There's another squad! I think someone's targeting me. Target spotted. Door over there. Healing. Watch my back. Possible OSP there. Gotta check it out.
As we headed south to regroup, I could feel my skill level just not matching my rank. Making mistakes while looting is the sort of thing that you feel matters the most in the early stages of a game, and much more punished as you ascend through Platinum, attempting to break through to the rank where players are considered decent at the game. I don't know why I made quotation marks on my fingers, you can't exactly see them. Anyway, yeah, so you're considered decent unless you remain in Diamond 4, in which case you are either carried or you're a coward, which is my advanced justification for the rank in case I ever reach it and someone accuses me of not being in the gutter anymore. I shall say that my randos carried me, as you will witness shortly. However, I was still furious with my dumb EVA 8 aiming, which yielded the infamous 7 damage as a reward for those pointless endeavours. We opted to drop it in favour of the Havoc, and I relinquished the charge rifle for a flatline, hoping to move that across to a Prowler later on, as I already had a select fire. The ring pushed us towards Harvester, and frustration lingered from that previous battle. I just couldn't get it out of my head, but if I didn't find my focus soon, I'd be living in the past and dead in the present.
No problem. Body shield here.
Smoke out. Take fire. Spotted. There's a shooter nearby. Giving him the chimney. On the right. Give me a sec. Recharging shield.
Enemy down.
Throwing Arc Star.
Sometimes I'd like it if Respawn could just punish us for putting the care package somewhere dumb and it doesn't make it to the ground because it landed 300 feet further up a mountain, or in this case, the very top of the Harvester drill.
Shotgun
I
ammo
need
here.
heavy ammo.
Are you serious? Are you actually? We're gonna put this. I don't know where it's gonna go.
Listen up, I'm calling a lifeline package.
Thanks.
It was as if my mistakes were becoming so noticeable, yet I could do little to avoid their manifestation into reality. Like, I'd taken the words gutter tier and imprinted them into my autonomic responses, my flow state. My reactions would always have this stench of stinky poo, bum, sewer sludge, like an aura of filthy gameplay that only grew in strength as it became self-aware.
Got this area.
As round 2 began to close, we knew that Train Yard could well be a hotspot. So approaching it from the far west without having a Pathfinder to boost us up, that was our best plan. Then, if they wanted to hop off the train cars and fight, we would happily oblige.
Let's reposition here. Firing. spotted. Pop in the chimney.
Reloading.
Taking fire. Off the mic. I'm spotted.
Turned out that Bangalore had no interest in such a long-range battle, so we pushed westward. I was happy, actually, to be in the positive, with 10 RP, 9 squads left, and a chance of us making it to late game. Whatever our failings as a team, my squad had a healthy respect for positioning and knowing when to move around a ring.
Need to recharge my
As I covered it, wow, that actually hurt. Yeah, as we passed through Lava Fissure, more easy points came to me as 9 squads whittled down to 6. Gunshots bellowed into the air as drill site was at the centre of a large firefight, with people on low ground, high ground, every ground we'd have to initiate with precision.
here. Wingman got a hop up here. Optics here. Close range. Enemy in sight.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
Opening fire. Taking fire. Pop in the chimney.
Contact with hostile.
3 failed single fire havoc shots versus a sniper who very nearly took my head off. Looks like it was nope o'clock. However, it felt to me like someone had separated from the pack, and this would be worth the chase.
Contact.
Okay. Enemy spotted. Check for sectors. Another squad is incoming. Pop is low. Spotted. Double timing it. Down.
What had I done? Bangalore down, and we had to get them back up, but there was a full squad between me and them.
I'm spotted, taking fire. Reloading. More enemies down. Just giving my shield a recharge. We're all inside the ring.
Reloading. Package coming in.
Don't worry, I got a squad mate's banner.
Bangalore down for good. All respawn beacons depleted except the one to the south that the ring was about to barbecue. Now, we were 2. Just as well I had one of those bad boy mobile respawn beacons.
Firing.
Setting up a respawn beacon.
Healing up. Eyes are open though. Already inside.
Let's
there's a
explore
sniper in
this
the
way.
area.
Don't you worry, my friend. No one gets left behind. Okay, it was worth a try.
Recharging my shields.
But we hadn't given up, and Wraith chased off whoever that was over the hill, so I covered them, and the resurrection was secured. Then I had another short scuffle with my care package location. Yeah. Well, where's the roof?
Get your birthday present.
Wraith laid down a portal, and I decided to cover the hilltop.
Let me at him.
Everyone left in the game, plus their distant ancestors, were now here in drill site, which meant that any squad could rush anyone at any time. Buildings everywhere. This was about to get messy.
We've got another squad.
I've always been really impressed by people who can hit anything at all with the double tap on a scout. That thing really packs a punch.
Oscar Mike.
Do you know what else hits hard?
There's another squad attacking.
Yeah, caustic gas traps when you follow his instructions and actually breathe it in. Also, that double tap on the scout was becoming a force to be reckoned with.
I've got you. Shields up. Just a square. 1 second.
Enemy taken out. Good.
We needed to regroup. I also needed heavy ammo, so it was time to send Caustic to hell and then check his box.
Enemy taken out.
Good job.
Reload.
Healing. Phasing. Spotted. Double timing it. Let's relocate here.
I'm spotted. Taking fire.
After all that, how were there still 6 squads left in this game? As I scouted out the battlefield, Bangalore quite literally leapt back into action.
Double timing it.
Hostile right here. 45 seconds. Rings close.
Ambush! Ambush! There's another squad! Common smoke. Hey, give me a sec. Recharge the shield. Healing. Give my shield a recharge.
Finally, I saw the Prowler and another select fire. 5 squads left, and this game was still wide open. Confidence pumped through my veins with the golden body shield and the power of 1 cell healing for 2. But round 5 was closing, meaning that a multi-way battle was about to begin and reach a conclusion in a very short space of time.
Spotted. Double timing it. Giving him the chimney.
Hostile right here.
Off the mic. I'm spotted.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
Put the red down range.
Spring on.
All squads down. You made the right choice.
Recharging my shields.
Reloading.
Someone was around these rocks. I could feel it.
That was the whole squad.
I'm spotted. Taking fire.
In my ship.
But the double tap player was back, and they were skilled with that G7. Only one way to defeat such an enemy: rush them blindly with no regard for your own safety. It was now over. We could finish this squad and end this. Okay, it wasn't over. It wasn't. Lifeline res them, and the double tap person was back.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
Just like that, with a howling mess of horrific blunders with looting, decision making, and some awful aiming, I started to realise that so long as you accept a mistake for what it is, correct it as soon as possible, and simply stay on the move when things are not going well, or even when they are going well, great things can happen in Apex Legends for both your team and your rank. And whilst I may have been carried somewhat by the ruthless aggression of our Russian Bangalore and their brethren Wraith, a game played without talking to each other was enjoyed by all, and I could practically taste Platinum 1. And this was now the highest rank ever in this game, and the race to reach Diamond before the season's end was now on. And guys, do you think I'll make it this time, or will I fall at the hurdle like I do every other season? Tune in for that, as I'm going to try and bring you my results before the next season launch. And what a trailer they released for that, by the way, with Rampart looking like she is going to tear World's Edge in half with the ferocity of the firepower in her kit. Right, I hope you enjoyed the vid, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you for the end of this season and for the start of the next one later.